Right, hello everybody and welcome as usual to the Geek Club, and today I have a short tale of caution and woe. Before you see the carcass of a Macintosh 2E from, pardon me, those guys at Apple back in the late 80s, and this was the cause of an evacuation of the lab last night at 3 in the morning, well 4 in the morning, when I couldn't sleep and I was working on the 486 over there. So what happened? Yes, I was working as stated on the 486 when I suddenly heard it from over the other side of the lab, and I was like looking around, what the hell? First I thought it was one of those air fresheners, because we have those that fire off now and again. I thought we haven't got one up here. So I had a look over, and there was smoke coming from under one of the display shelves where the computers live, and I thought, first thing I thought was something's plugged in, the capacitor's blown, but there's actually nothing that's plugged in that area, and I can hear a Fluffy trying to sneak up behind me with a cup of tea.
I bring offerings to the geek.
Yes, and Fluffy can now see the cult. We have found the cause, and it's a mess. But I shall talk, and you can find out as you'll find out. So, I had a look around, had a sniff around, and the Einstein was sitting under this. That was smell free. Stuck my nose by that floppy drive and got a hell of a hit in the face, well, with the nose, of a very acid smell. Burnt my nose, and it was bloody horrible. And we ended up evacuating the lab for the night because it stank, and couldn't take any risk with carcinogenics. First of all, well, we took it apart, as you can see. Thought it might be a capacitor in here, but there's no obvious sign or anything that's sealed, so you can't get in anyway. Then I posted to my group because I thought it was this tantalum capacitor here, but it wasn't. It appears that there's a gap there, you see. We thought that had exploded. It isn't. That is what's known as a spark gap. Not going into the technicalities because I don't know myself. But what we eventually found out when we took out the tray, I might do a disassembly video on one of these one day for you, as it's pretty simple. We have found this. Lovely, tasty. That's what blew. The battery exploded. Quite literally. You can see all the residue there. I am not touching it at the moment, unless I've got something. Have I got a screwdriver or something I can pry it out with? Excuse me while I knock the camera. Let's have a look here if we can get this thing out. It's horrible. Now, this, okay, I shall feel it a bit. Okay, it appears to be some sort of, oh gross, that's not on me, so that's right. There we are, back in shot. Okay, here she is. There's still liquid. There we go, quite literally. Woo! When it focuses, come on, focus! Focus. Blew itself to high heavens. Nice! And there's liquid. And there's liquid on the board itself. So we're going to have to get the board out. You can see that it's running fresh. It's gross. So that's going to have to die. I'm going to have to clean myself up. Wipes. And we're going to have to get this board out. I think this might be a job for the sink as a quick clean up. I know this, we couldn't, it beeps, the BIOS beeps on this, but we couldn't get an image out of it. I don't know if it's related to that leaking slowly, and because it looks like it's been going for a while, judging by the corrosion here. But we do not fear, we have bought boards back from this state before, and they've lived fine and dandy lives afterwards. Depends how badly eaten that is, but we shall have a shot at it, see what it does. I think I'm going to get that out and get it put nicely away, well, cleaned, and see what we can do with it. Well, there we go. That is a precautionary tale, because yes, computers, especially old computers, can explode randomly. Apparently, as was our first suspect, the capacitors can blow as well, but that is extremely rare. It's also quite rare for a battery to go up like this, but as you can see, it did. nastily. So, yes. Bit much about the same as happens when you put them in a fire. So, there we go. Precaution, if you got one of these, or anything with batteries like that, check it out before it destroys you, your room, the board. And, yes, I think this will make another video as we try and fix this one. So, thank you. Not you, because you're evil. Thank you.
You need to quit being dirty. You're a dirty boy.